Hi, hello there. This is Monkey Man 2020, but not like October 2023 Monkey Man 2020. This is August 2025 Monkey Man 2020. Very recent, unlike Mobile Mollusk. Now, as you may know, if you watch Mobile Mollusk, a lot of the humor is based off of cutoffs or layering. The commercial cuts between Mr. Krabs and Patrick, Fanny Fanboy talks over Squidward and only Squidward, Mordecai and Rigby's whole conversation, Muscle Man's news broadcasts are, well, he's a little glitchy to say the least. So, this is kind of a compilation of that, and more. Unused lines, isolated lines, lines that got cut off, and even alternate versions of existing lines. If you're wondering how something like this was achieved, well, let me let you in on a teensy tiny little peculiarity with Mobile Mollusk. It has no script. I record a line, then record another line based off of that, so on and so forth. It's sequential improv, basically. Because of this, there are a lot of oddities with the unused voice lines. Fanny Fanboy has a tangent that goes on for almost 2 whole minutes. If that interests you, consider offering obligatory engagement. With that being said, sincerely, enjoy.
Mr. Squidward.
So you were playing Angry Birds then?
What do you mean, good one? I was telling the truth.
You mean people can pay for things that they should already have for free in mobile games?
Welcome to the Krusty Krab. How may I serve you? Splendid day, isn't it, Squidward? Sure. Welcome to the... You know, the funniest thing happened to me the other day. I don't care. Now, please take your order so I can be done with having to interact with anybody else. So, I was ice skating, right? Sir, please just take your order! So anyways, I was ice skating, right? And, I met that there was this chicken on the ice rink, right? And this chicken, he was really good at ice skating. And I was like, wait, chickens can't ice skate? Then I realized chickens can't be underwater. So I was about to report it to the board, the ice skating board, of course. And, then I realized I'm a fan, and, electricity and water don't mix, so I kind of just, wondered, hey, how am I alive, right? And, so I was like, hey, who cares? I'm hungry. Then I realized I don't have a mouth and a stomach, so that led me to have another existential crisis. See? And, after that, I decided to come over here and, try to ask you for a Krabby Patty, right? And then, but I didn't ask you for a Krabby Patty because I, wanted to ask you how you've been. I want to tell you how I've been. And how I've been, well, I kind of just told you, so, have a Krabby Patty, hold the pickles, and have one side cheese, one side lettuce, but don't switch them up. Say I'll have a nice, could you put the lettuce under the patty, but the cheese on top, but only on one side, and the other side, and then put the buns horizontally, see, I like eating my burgers like hot dogs, what's the word, amplifies the taste, yeah. And, also have a nice Krabby drink, so, that would be really nice if I had a nice Krabby drink. Thank you for your service.
Why, Squidward? Why'd you kill your father by playing Angry Birds? Why?
Aha! I knew it! Arrgh! Arrgh! Arrgh!
Patrick, you just need to say I. Just say I, Patrick. You come up with the idea, just say hi. Or I.
Mr. Squidward! What are you doing treating our customers like this?
This is the best mobile game I've ever played. I'm going to spend all my money on this game. It's that fun. Best. Huh? What?
La-da-dee, la-da-do, la-da-dee, la-da, la-da-dee, la-da-do, la-da, huh?
Dude, you've gotta believe me. I met this sponge before, man.
We used to be buds.
Oh, come on, Mordecai, you're obviously lying. You never mentioned this sponge guy before, but now that he's famous, you're mentioning him all of a sudden.
Dude, that's not the point. The point is that if I am his friend, then logically, I would get some of the fame. Because that's how it works, dude.
Oh, Mordecai, if you're so logical about everything, then how are we even breathing right now? We're animals, not aquatic animals, just like animals.
That's it, dude. I'm gonna have a talk with this sponge guy, and he better give me money because we were friends before.
You didn't even answer my question, Mordecai. Some people recognized me, and they wanted some of my fame. Some people are recognizing me, and they want some of my fame.
That must be because of me new commercial. Arrgh.
Commercial?
Wow, a crusty card. I wonder what it says. Wow, look, a crusty card. What does it say? It says to play Krusty Fry Ball because it has many.
It has many fun attributes. It has pillow forts. It has baseball gloves. You can play as Sponge Boy, Starfish Man, that squid guy, and, of course, the greatest character of all, Mr. Krabs, the creator. Arrgh.
I'm ready.
Koopas.
Mr. Krabs, you are not going to pay me to voice a character for your commercial.
Well, you are Sponge... Ah, boy, you know what they say. All publicity is good publicity. Arrgh. Hold on. Well, you... Hello? A refund on the Super Fun Pack? But why? We never promised that the Super Fun Pack would have... Hey? This is obviously a big misunderstanding on your part. I did not... No, wait. No. Don't... Not 20,000. 20,000? Lawyer? What? What? No, don't hang... I've got to pay $20,000. But, at least I have the rest of the money from the game. I've got to pay $20,000.
$0?
What? Give me that, boy! You're surely talking crazy! No, me money!
Why did you shut down the mobile game, Mr. Krabs? I spent all of my money from it on Supreme. I spent all the money I got from it on Supreme.
Hey guys, Muscle Man here. Turns out the Krusty Krab is turning Krusty Fab. You lost. Because the Krusty Krab has released a hit new mobile game. It's called... well, it doesn't matter, but it is one of the greatest mobile games, and it's sure to stand the test of time, like all the mobile games do, you know? You know who else? Oh no, bros. Krusty Frybell just shut down. Is that? Oh, really? Oh, guys, Fanny Fanboy is making a remake, an unofficial remake of the game called Krusty Frybell Rebaked. Let's have our interviewers interview him right now. You heard it here first, folks. And the remake has now just passed $1 million.
Okay. Yeah. Hi. Current Monkey Man 2020 here again. Though I guess this isn't exactly current since it'll take time to upload this video and edit everything. And it'll progressively get less current the more time passes since the video comes out. But you know what I mean. Relative to this moment in time, I am the current version of myself. Anywho, you reached the end. Congratulations. I have other animations, other SpongeBob animations, other animations in general, but they're all either unfinished or like less than 30 seconds long, so I could upload the finished ones as like appetizer stuff. That could be cool. Maybe in like a compilation as well. Double anywho, I figured as a fun little bonus since it's been almost 2 years since finishing Mobile Mollusk, a fact that will continue to be crazy to me, I am going to reprise my role as these characters just to see if I've improved or not. Reprise, you know what I mean. Without further ado,
I'm ready. Oh, Squidward! Ah! Oh, I get it. Ah! What's the deal with salt shakers? You fill them up every night. I mean, where does it all go?
this is a matter of extreme thirst.
Oh my gosh! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy! Barnacles. Hi, how are you? Wait! Don't tell me! You want me to run down to the store and buy Mrs. Puff something she doesn't need, then you want me to run back here so you can say, SpongeBob, you're spending all me money. And then I'll say, but Mr. Krabs, I'm only doing what you said. And then you'll say, we're not talking about this or this, we're talking about this. Why'd you kill your father by playing Angry Birds, Squidward? Why'd you do it? Why, Squidward? Why?
Wow, that was a lot worse than I was expecting, honestly.
I'm Patrick Star. You have it set to M for Minnie, when it should be set to W for Wumbo. You know, I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, me, Wumbo. Wumbology? The study of Wumbo? It's first grade, SpongeBob. I think you are overreacting, SpongeBob. I don't see any paint. Tartar sauce. SpongeBob, wait! We're not caveman! We're not caveman singular! We have technology! The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. I hate Mondays. It's a beautiful day outside. Clams are singing, coral is blooming. On days like this, fish like you. Koopas!
SpongeBob and Patrick, what are you two barnacle heads doing? Our next act is living proof that nepotism is alive and well. You're telling me you two bought a flat screen TV just so you can play in the box? Squidward stock snarky remark. Snarky remark. You cook the food, I sell the food. We do that for 40 years and then we die. It's just an expression, SpongeBob. Why'd you shut down the mobile game, Mr. Krabs? I spent all the money I got from it on Supreme.
Money, money, money. Ugh. SpongeBob, me boy, what seems to be all the kerfuffle? Mr. Squidward! Neptune's preserver. Pearl is me pride and joy. Well, yes, I suppose that is rather sad, but Squidward can hug himself during his break. What? You think I'm a robot?
I can't really reach the same highs as Clancy Brown can.
You mean people can pay for things they should already have for free in mobile games? And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Dude. I'm Mordecai from Regular Show. I haven't seen a Regular Show episode in over, like, a year or two. I don't know any lines off the top of my head other than dude and I'll kill you when I push Rigby off that car for Margaret. You know Margaret? Margaret. Can we pretend the night sky is like shooting stars?
Come on, Mordecai, you're obviously talking crazy. Hi, I'm Rigby from Regular Show. As you may notice, I don't really sound like Rigby from Regular Show. Yeah! Me and Mordecai say that because I'm Rigby from Regular Show. You know, Benson, you say you're gonna fire us all the time. You're all talk, man. A bunch of baby ducks, send them to the moon. A solution doesn't work, send it to the moon.
What's up, guys? It's me, Muscle Man, here to give you all an exclusive scoop. It turns out that Krusty Fryball Rebaked is actually me, Muscle Man, here to give you all an exclusive. None of these lines are in Regular Show, I realize. You know who else is in a Regular Show? Seriously, who?
Cha-cha, it's me, Fanny Fanboy from Mobile Mollusk, see? Monkey Man's, going to have to transcribe all of the, lip smacks I make, see? For captioning, see? He likes seeing captions on videos, so he's adding them to his own, see? He needs to add captions to Toad Dies 2 to be more specific for a more cohesive story, see? Because he likes adding over the top, stories to exceedingly short videos, see? I can't see, I'm a fan. That's why my name is Fanny Fanboy. I'm a fan and also probably a boy. Special shout out to Danny Mellon Parfait for being my biggest fan and advocate. It's mostly out of process of elimination because I currently have no other fans, which is ironic since I'm, a pretty nice guy. Don't ask how I know her first name. And also a nice shout out to Meta Mochi Bear, who simply commented sweep. It's not really related to me per se, but broom sweep and, brooms, fans, they're both household objects, sometimes used for cleaning or atmosphere. Also, special shout in the opposite of a shout out colloquially to Squidward. I don't have anything against the guy, it's just, I never got my crappy drink. So, no crappy drink. He also tried to strangle me, but it's mostly because I didn't get my drink or the rest of my order, but I just wanted to highlight the drink specifically because I really wanted it. Yeah. And as a reward for watching to this point, and or as a punishment for the extras video being literally longer than the actual Mobile Mollusk itself, here are 2 extra SpongeBob characters for you. You specifically. Nobody else is seeing this part. It's just you. So, nice going, Trooper.
I'm Sheldon Plankton. Crabs! I'm Sheldon Plankton. You can call me by my first name because my opinions have drastically shifted from Season 3's Plankton's Army. I went to college! Karen, my computer wife. Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. I want to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula because... Is it gone? Perfect. That meddling moron Monkey Man can barely even do my voice. It's insulting. So I put a chip in him while he was sleeping set to activate when he was preparing to do my voice. And what do you know? He blacked out almost instantly. And he says he doesn't fall asleep easily. Pathetic. Now, with full control of this channel, I can use this video platform to brainwash you feeble viewers into doing my bidding. Krabs can barely fend me off on my own. He'll be crushed with the might of, say, around 100 different people. But But why stop there? After getting that Krabby Patty secret formula, my audience will double, triple, quadruple. Thousands will bow under the might of Plankton. With all this power at my theoretical fingertips, I could rule the world. Can you taste it, crabs? That's the sickening taste of defeat running through you. More putrid than my very own chum. A taste I felt uninterrupted for over 25 years. But I've been working on almost 2 years on a machine to transport me to the surface world without needing air. As soon as Mobile Mollusk officially became public, it went off. So I've been waiting at this foolish imbecile's home for a week, waiting for him to release this extras video. I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been presumed dead by a court of law. But it was all worth it for this moment. Tremble before me, viewers. Tremble before me.
Eek, a bug. Into the vortex you go. Sorry about that, folks. I dozed off there for a second. Not sure how or why, but I shouldn't dwell on it, probably. And now, for the final new SpongeBob character impression. I am really out of breath. Drum roll, please. I'll even give you another one. Yup.
What in the...
Plankton, you're alive!